Welcome to the TNT's Real Travels podcast.
Hello and welcome to TNT's Real Travels. He's Thomas.
And she's Tristan.
And those are the two T's in TNT's Real Travels.
And we are TNT's Real Travels and welcome back to our podcast. Welcome to TNT's Real Travels podcast. I'm Thomas.
I'm Tristan.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Tristan. I'm Tristan.
I'm Thomas. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Tristan.
I'm Thomas. I'm Thomas. And I'm Thomas.
And I'm Tristan. I'm Tristan. I'm Tristan.
So we should check some of that out now.
Yeah, it's great.
Check out Sydney Aquarium. Check this out.
All right.
Pekora, check it out.
Yeah, so check it out.
So check it out.
So let's check it out now.
Definitely.
Once a roof topped these pillars and made this a dark, secret place where only the priests could go to commune with the gods. Now, centuries later, tourists trod where Egyptian commoners never could. You're all on TV.
Well,
You're all famous.
yeah, you'll be stars back in America.
Right. You'll have people looking for your autographs.
We have here some chicken, which we have bought a whole small chicken, and we have two cheeses. One is called Melusine. Actually, we got that sort of after our cat, although it tastes wonderful. She makes a very good cheese.
Doesn't taste like a cat at all.
It doesn't taste like a cat.
Khufu's pyramid is made up of about 2.3 million limestone blocks, and each one weighs around 2.5 tons. As you can see, they're well over 5 feet tall, too. And as a defensive mechanism, this is great. I mean, if you want to see when invaders are coming and, you want to sound the alarm and raise the troops and all, you ain't getting any better perspective than this.
It's just flowing right down there. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Oh.
We don't have smell.
Yeah, I know.
In such a tiny plane, you feel every air current and every bit of turbulence is magnified. But the brilliant blue ocean is spread before you, and you'll come in for a landing right over your resort, which is pretty cool.
Now, I've just walked across the guidelines. Across two guidelines, two heavy cuts across the guidelines here.
We're in the Waterford Crystal Gallery, having completed the tour.
Yeah, this is where they get you.
The space is very small. That's the reason why I'm going to hire a big place on Grand Canal. It's a palace, a whole palace, just to give my people, my guests, the possibility of trying costume in a big space. And here it began to be too small.
The second tier features art telling of Queen Hatshepsut's important expedition to Somalia, called Punt at the time, and it was sacred to the cow-horned goddess Hathor. This tier is perhaps the best preserved in the whole complex. Kauai's own red dirt shirts uses the very soil of the island for a natural dye. You can't get more authentic than that. Want to get up close and personal with the ocean? We love Snorkel Bob's gear. Good rates, great fit, nice service. Look for the bright blue shops in Koloa and Kapa'a.
It's definitely what we consider off-season.
Yeah. Winter is actually a great time to go to the capitals of Europe, like London, Paris, Prague, Rome. Any of these cities are great deals right now. Today, the city's young folk enjoy the cold weather by strapping on ice skates. A wintertime carnival brings young and old together for some alpine fun. Grab a cup of warm punch and enjoy the holiday atmosphere in this fairy tale mountain town. You know, it's worth doing a little research and finding, the right cruise for you, how you're going to get there, and, packing up and go.
And again, we can't stress enough that, while we are talking about Antarctica right now at the pretty much almost the very end of the Antarctica season, we're talking to the people that want to go next year.
That's right.
Because it takes 12 months planning. You can climb the 414 steep and narrow stairs for spectacular views of Florence. Spread below you are all the city's landmarks, the Palazzo Vecchio, Santa Croce, the museums, and the many beautiful churches. You can see out to the hills to the Pitti Palace across the Arno. And of course, you'll get the best possible view of the dome Brunelleschi created.
It was completed in 1973, and I believe Queen Elizabeth II opened it, as we are, of course, in the Commonwealth here. And it's become kind of one of the modern wonders of the world. There was even an opera commissioned about the Opera House, and it was premiered here in the 90s. The Kaikoura Peninsula is a unique place where ocean currents converge at the edge of a continental shelf. This creates an upsurge of nutrients from the ocean floor, which attracts lots of marine life, such as seals, dolphins, and whales. The small town spreads along the shore, although several lodges and B&Bs can be found outside of town and farther inland, with excellent views of the snow-capped mountains. This is where you can see the only remaining Lord of the Rings film set, Hobbiton. At the Hobbiton tour shop in town, we purchase tickets and board the bus for a ride out to the sheep farm, where the Shire was built. The tour guides are very knowledgeable about the film shooting, and they tell the entire story of how and why this remote spot was picked for the homes of Bilbo, Frodo, and Sam. Yeah, but you know what? We schlep our bags around through mud, and we get, crap falling on the car. We get bit by flies, and we get sand in our shorts.
All so we can bring you.
That's right. All so you can sit in your cozy little couch and watch our DVDs.
That's probably one of the more famous figures. You've seen in postcards and that sort of thing. They're all around here. Ancient petroglyphs. Some thousands of years old.
Tip sharks swim so close you could touch them. Not that you'd want to, of course. Some of these predators are over 3 meters long and weigh more than 300 kilograms.
I just figured out that...
Very French, too.
Oui. I just figured out that Oscar Wilde and Jim Morrison are in opposite corners.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So we'll get our walking in.
That's right.
There's always not so much boo other team as yay my team, and that kind of thing. And the Chinese were great about having at least a couple sections that would just show up and cheer for anything no matter what happened.
No, we kind of saw that in the
movie.
movie.
You can see that on the television. Yeah.
You could always pick it out because it was pretty much entirely by section, so it was planned, but they were just like,
was it Chai?
We want you to show up Chai-yo.
So this scene actually begins up on that ridge there. So it starts on the ridge, and then the camera just goes and goes straight down in there, and then you see what we saw just through there.
Hawaii has varied hiking terrains that combine spectacular scenery with a good workout. At the far western side of the island, the Pahea Trail leads into the Alakai Swamp. The trailhead itself is a great place to look over the Kalalau Valley, which is unreachable by roads and is the endpoint of the famous 11-mile hike that starts from the North Shore.
Simply amazing.
Watch as Tristan is afraid of the edge. Skirts it very carefully and wants to take a picture but can't get close enough.